welcome again to AA Home Gardening. Guys, these are my Aronia berries, also known as chokeberry. They're known as chokeberry because they tend to dry out the mouth. They're not the nicest berries to snack on by itself. But last year, guys, I made some beautiful jam for my boys. It was actually my baby that requested the jam. So this year, I'm going to harvest them to make jam. Guys, if you're not familiar with chokeberry or Aronia, these were proper medicine of old to any respiratory issues, your cough and your cold and all those things. They will use this to get you better. So yes, guys, chokeberry, they normally produces loads for us. This year we haven't produced that much, but it's good amount, so I can make some jam to eat with some homemade bread or whatever the boys want to eat the jam with. Guys, this is worth having in your garden. I didn't even maintain it this year. Probably if I maintain it, you'd have got some more on the vine. Well, on the bush, I should say. They're in container, and I didn't water it even once this year. They've been neglected in the front garden. You can see what the front garden is like. Lots of weed. We had a lot of rain this summer, and because there's so much rain, I didn't really see the need to come and water it, so I didn't water it. So I'll be making the jam. I think I do the video of the jam when I'm making the jam for you as well. Last year was so delicious, guys. So yes, so this is my Aronia, my medicinal plant that is worth having in the garden, guys. It just grows. It doesn't require a lot of care. It doesn't get a lot of diseases or anything, so it's definitely worth having in your garden. Do let me know in the comment section, what do you use your Aronia berry for? Do you make juice? Do you make jam? And guys, I'm telling you, the Aronia juice online is super expensive, because I used to buy it before I had the plant. So like in the winter season, when there's lots of common cold and flu going around, we would buy the Aronia juice online and just have it as a backup, just taking it like every other day to keep the virus away. And it's super expensive, so it's so much more efficient and cost effective to have it grown in your garden, because it doesn't require a lot of care. All washed and ready to go in the pot. So I'm going to put it in the pot and show you what I'm doing. Now in the pot, instead of using sugar, I'm just going to use some honey. I don't really like honey sugar. I don't really use sugar anyhow. So I'm just going to put some honey. You can put a little bit first. Then when it simmers down, then you can taste to see how sweet it is and everything. Then I'm just putting a little bit of salt. You don't have to put salt, but I find that the salt actually enhances and bring out the flavor even more. So that's all I'm going to do. Then I'm going to put a little bit of water in it and let it stay there and simmer. Get the berries all tender and soft. And then I don't want super smooth jam. If I want it super smooth, after it simmers and everything, then you could blitz it in the blender. But I like a little texture to it, so I'm just going to use a spoon and crush a little and let them some stay. So now I'm just going to add some water. So I'm adding about 3 tablespoons of water, just a little bit of water, because I don't really need a lot. And then I just stir it in. And then now I'm going to just leave it on medium heat and just let it do its thing. And then when this almost finished, then I'll show you what else. So that's all I'm going to do, guys. Just leave it like that. Then I'm going to cover it and then show you the end product afterwards. It's bubbling away at the moment. So you can see the side of the pot, the level it's coming from. Hopefully you can see it's a bit dark at the moment. But you see, I haven't reached the syrup consistency yet. It's still water. Now sticking to the spoon. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use the spoon and crush the berries a bit. As I said, I don't want it super smooth. I want it to be crunchy. So if you want it super smooth, you could now blitz it in the blender and then add it back to the fire for it to simmer. So I'm just going to crush it like that, and then I'll show you the end product. So I'm crushing it with a spoon, guys. And it's doing it. But guys, it's late. I need to go to my bed. So I'm going to speed it up. So I'm going to take the handheld blender and just blitz it roughly so I can still get the consistency I want. Hold on. So I've blitzed it a bit with the handheld blender, and now you can see it still have a bit of a texture, but it's not totally smooth. So you do a taste test, guys, and see if you want any more sugar or anything in there. So while this simmers, so I'm going to put a little more honey in this one because my boys have a sweet tooth. Guys, it's late and I'm just hoping that you can see the video properly. So I'm just going to put a little more honey, then cover it until it sticks to the spoon a little more. Can you see it sticking to the spoon now? So another jam is forming. So that's it. I put some more onion and then show you the next part. Guys, all thicken up and everything. You see when it fall from the spoon, you see all the stickiness leave on the spoon. So now it's ready. So some people put orange and thing and spice it up with like a ginger and all those things. My boys don't like it that way. So all I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn off the fire and let it cool before I put it in a jar. But if you don't have time for it to cool, you can put the jar in a preheat oven to warm it up, so you could put it in and the glass won't break. But I'm just going to rest it aside for it to cool. So I'm just going to add a little bit of cinnamon, just a little bit, pick a flavor, and then stir it in, let it cool, and then that's my Aronia jam finish. So that's it, guys. You can see the jam has formed. There it is. So I'm just gonna let it cool, and then I put it in the bottle and show you that part. So yes, guys, this is how you make Aronia or chokeberry jam. Really, really good for you. So here's the jam all cooled down now, guys. I put it in a cold bath so it could cool quickly. So there it is, all jammy and nice. So I'm just gonna put it in a glass bottle. If you're not gonna eat it off in one go, it's best to put a little lemon juice in there for preservative. But my boys will have it finished in no time. I'm gonna make some homemade bread tomorrow to go with the jam. So I got a glass of jam from my Aronia, otherwise known as chokeberry. So that's not bad, guys. So that's my jam all finished, all cool and everything. Just wipe the surface off, close it, and that's it, guys. My jam is all finished. So until next time, guys, keep gardening. Take care now. Bye bye.
Like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell.